teaching, Jesus said, "Beware of the scribes who like to walk around in long robes, to be greeted obsequiously in the market squares, to take the front seats in the synagogues and the places of honor at banquets. These are the men who swallow the property of widows while making a show of lengthy prayers. The more severe will be the sentence they receive." He sat down opposite the treasury and watched the people putting money into the treasury, and many of the rich put in a great deal. A poor widow came and put in 2 small coins, the equivalent of a penny. Then he called his disciples and said to them, "I tell you solemnly, this poor widow has put more in than all who have contributed to the treasury. For they have all put in money they had over, but she, from the little she had, has put in everything she possessed, all she had to live on." How did we get to where we are? Didn't Jesus warn us? Didn't he say we should beware of the scribes who like to walk about in long robes, to be greeted obsequiously, to take the front seats, the places of honor? Those who like making a show of lengthy prayers. Didn't he tell us not to call ourselves Rabbi or Master or Father? How did we get to where we are? Is this the church that Jesus wanted? Or have we wandered from it? I think we have. In many ways, we've drifted from where we began. It's happened before, of course. We've allowed practices to develop which had no place in our church. And every once in a while, we've been given an opportunity to address some of those errors. We've such a chance now, with the synod that Pope Francis has convoked. The church has changed a great deal since its beginnings 2,000 years ago. We have learned much and have adapted to an ever-changing world. But we fall back into old habits. But we also embrace new technologies. Society continues to influence our thinking and our structures, and we continue to try and influence society and encourage the adoption of the values of the gospel. We shouldn't be surprised that the church has changed. It has always been changing. And at times, we get things wrong. What's wrong with our church today? What could we do better? How can we move closer to the church that Christ began? The church that Christ is continually calling us to be. We are where we are. But where should we be? Where would you like us to be? And what steps can we take to journey there together?